Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Now I am playing, obviously this is the start of Battlefront beta, which has, actually I think by the time this video is up has actually ended. So this is sort of some leftover gameplay I had that I haven't actually used as of yet. So I'm giving the flying out a try, and it's very arcadic. It's not very, you don't have control over the roll axis like you do in, say, Battlefield, which is a good thing and a bad thing, I think, mainly because the people who are more hardcore flyers are going to be a little bit disappointed, I think, with the flying mechanics in this game. However, the more casual flyers, people who don't fly aircraft or vehicles as much in other games, like this game, for me, flying is fine, because I can actually, as you can see, I can actually go against this X-Wing who ended up crashing headfirst into another TIE fighter. So I can actually fly and do alright, whereas in Battlefield I try to fly, I get shot down within the first 20 seconds of me being airborne. That's no fun for me, which is why I don't tend to touch jets that much. Helicopters in Battlefield I can fly a little bit better, but in this game I feel like I can just be a bit more sort of helpful for the team. As you can see, I went quite close to the ground there. I mean, it's not too hard to recover from a mistake, although I did end up crashing a couple of the times, and I'm using the that little bar underneath, or just above my health, seems to be like your ship's power to actual ammo count. Like you use that up and you have less ammo, it seems. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I believe that's how it works. Or your firepower is not as strong when that bar is lower, but that you can control your speed with that. So when I'm going for a strafing run, I'll slow right down and give a couple of sprays down, which is also sort of a good thing to do, but also fairly dangerous, as you can actually be shot out of it. So I'm just currently spraying down the uplinks, and that maneuver there, you can actually use your F1 through 3 keys to pull a maneuver. I think that was an F1 maneuver, which is a sort of a barrel roll to dodge out the way of incoming aircraft. That's how I would use it. I've just pressed the wrong key. I meant to press F2, which is this one. It's a pretty cool little maneuver. As you can see, it did actually stop me from getting hit by the guy who came along and strafed me. But this guy I'm flying as is a better pilot than I am. As you can tell, I'm having a very hard time keeping him off my 6 o'clock. Like, he's there at one moment, I pull the other maneuver, and he's hit me, and I'm down to 69 health. Your health doesn't regenerate in aircraft. So as you can see, after a few more minutes, I think it's another 5 minutes of going around in circles, he does actually shoot me down. So now I'm back as an infantry stormtrooper. I take some anger shots at the guy who actually did shoot me down. So this is just a little clip out of this Walker Assault gameplay. As you can see, our Walkers are pretty high health. Rebels have only got a couple of bombers locked onto our Walkers, and the game hasn't really been on all too long. So I'm just going to push up the left-hand side of this map, here. I take down one guy, but I get hit down to quite low health. So I'm just going to run away and do some jumping maneuvers and back off. Grenades in this game are obviously quite dangerous, as they are actually recharge items that you can I think it's once every 9 seconds you can throw a grenade. And this is the I think it's the DH-17? Yeah, the DH-17, I think. It's the blaster pistol. It's a fully auto pistol, and it's quite, for a pistol, it's got really good range. I mean, you have to tap fire or single shoot it, but when you get close and personal like that, you can just sort of hold down the fire button and just spray them down, which is really useful. I mean, this guy didn't stand a chance. He was on low health. I'm on full health. So I'm just going to push this flank here. I'm going to skip forward a little bit now, because I was just running around in the base for quite a while. I flanked all the way around them, which is what I do. I go in that doorway, through the base, out the back. And this guy is up here sniping, so I just single fire him until he's dead. I see this guy two here who actually spots me at first, and then all hell breaks loose, really, and I don't survive for much longer. But this flank has worked quite a lot. I mean, I do kill the guy, but not before his partner spawns on him. So now it's coming towards the last half of the game. As you can see, an A-wing actually crashed into the AT-AT right here, which is why I got that kill. I'm trying to take some pot shots at the flying by aircraft and hopefully trying to do some damage. I am in the AT-AT at the moment, which is a power-up you can pick up. I'm just putting some fire down on the uplinks, and I can see some rebels running across, so I'm just using the heavy guns on that. I'm waiting for my orbital strike to recharge as the time slowly ticks down in the bottom corner, in the bottom of my screen. So I'm just using the main cannons here to try and deal some damage to the Rebel Alliance to stop them from actually getting back to their uplinks. And once you're in the AT-AT, you can't die unless they either destroy the Walker, but as you can see, the Walker has all its shields up, so you can't trip it up and you can't kill it yet. which I think needs to be changed. I think you should be able to trip up the walkers at any moment, but that may make the snow speeders a little bit overpowered. So I'm currently just using the orbital strike and the main cannons to rack up kill after kill after kill. This is where I do get most of my kills in this. As you can see, I'm just sort of spraying down in their general direction. This does have a lot of splash damage on it, so it actually does a huge amount of damage. Even to the heroes can be killed very, very quickly once you're in an AT-AT. And once you get to this section of the map, the power-ups of the AT are quite common, as you'll see. I'm about to run out of this power-up, so I'm just going to use the last cannon to get one last kill, 2 last kills rather, and I'm going to get kicked out of the AT-AT, back to my foot soldier. But as you can see, there it is, the AT-AT power-up is right in front of me. I'll just run right back to it, press E on it to pick it up again, and then I've got it back again. So I'm going to use it again. Remember, I got 15 kills in it last time I was in this AT-AT a minute ago. So I'm back in the AT-AT as an aircraft crashed into the ground. Obviously, it seems to remember that your orbital strike still needs to recharge once you're hopping in and out of it. But we've got 3 bombers locked on now, so I'm just going to stop the infantry of the Rebel Alliance getting close. I'm using the main cannon's splash damage again to try and pick off a couple of people who have stood out in the open. I can see my orbital strike's about to recharge, so I'm waiting for that to recharge. I switch to the heavy cannons to take out a turret, which they're quite annoying, those turrets, because they're quite accurate. So I'm just going to put some heavy fire down. My orbital strike has recharged, so I'm going to quickly switch to that in a minute, as I just spray them down again. You can see the orbital strike is actually glued to like the back of the map. I think there is a sort of distance to the walker that it has to be at. So I was too close to this combat in front of me to place my orbital strike there. So I placed it down there, and I did actually do some damage. And I'm just going to continue spraying these guys down here. And I had a lot of fun in this beta. As I said, I think there's a few tweaks it needs to be, is once people know that the Rebel orbital strike is very good at taking down the walker, so's the aircraft for the Rebel Alliance in this game. Towards the end of the beta, I saw the Rebels winning about the same amount as the Empire, which I think is actually pretty balanced. But for a beta, I thought it was really good. Anyway guys, I thank you for watching. I will bring out some more content like this and some Counter-Strike again. So I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Please comment, rate and subscribe for more videos.